Dre my dog and that Jesus peace. Pray to God he gon' touch a beat. Charge 400 cause the talk ain't cheap. I still got little niggas round that corner. I'm still gonna be up if I die today. I came through crashing like a tidal wave. I got this shit on lock, don't I? And I got your bitch on lock.
What's going on? That Mr. Haywood, you know what it is. Welcome back to JustBowlTv, and today you hear it here first. I think this is gonna be the sleeper ball of the year. Yes, the whole year. And the ball that I'm talking about is the DV8 Mantra. Now, the only reason that this ball piqued my interest so much is just because I've had some success with DV8 in the past. I love the brutal. Me and the original collision was a little rocky. I heard good things about the wicked. But when I saw this ball and I saw the purpose of what it was gonna be for, I just felt like that's what was kind of missing for a lot of people, and one of those people were me. So that's something that I wanted to give a try. I've thrown it a couple of days now, love it. I'm averaging about 230 with the ball in my hand, so I definitely see a lot of potential with it. And because it is a hybrid, I wanted to put up against one of my favorite hybrids that I've ever thrown, the Perfect Mindset. The numbers are not too far from each other, so you'll definitely just see the difference in the strength of like the covers and the cores. The layouts are not too much different either. They're pretty similar, besides for the Mantra, it has a 4.5 pin. The Perfect Mindset has a 5. So yeah, I'm excited to see how they match up. I've warmed up with them, so I see a little bit of a similarity, a little bit of a difference. But overall, I got the Mantra for when my Mesmerize is a little too slow, or the transitions pushing my Mesmerize too much, is burning up, and I can go down to this ball and stay on the same line, or maybe move a bunch, like 2 boards in, get a better look down lane. And so far, it's done just that. Tyler, I appreciate you for all the advice, all the help. Strike 10 Pro Shop, James, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Can't do this without you. 12 bagger, thank y'all for taking the chance. Go get your merch. Let's get right into the video. All right, so what I want to do is I'm gonna go back and forth. Just gonna throw shots back and forth, alternate between the two, tell you guys what I'm seeing, what I feel, the motions, what I see different, and then we'll finish it off. We'll throw a game with the Mantra, and we'll check out. All right. I'm looking at 14. So I've seen some reviews online, some people in like some Facebook groups. If you're not in the JustBowlTv Facebook group, please join. We're having a lot of good conversations, a lot of good questions. A lot of people said that this ball was really strong for them. They had the drill. There's actually a little bit on the link side. Because this house lately has been having an issue with the oil, we're having a little bit more oily gameplay. I feel like I could have went probably a little smaller with my pin to pap. So actually, because this ball does come out with a shine on it, I actually took mine and knocked it with 3000. I just felt like the shine was making it go a little too long, and I don't really need that here. But ever since I made the change to the surface, it's been absolutely amazing. So as you see, has no problem handling friction. It doesn't scream off, but it definitely does not give you any issue with climbing up the hill. Let's keep going. All right, Perfect Mindset. These are surface prepped at the exact same way, so 3000 on both. I undercut all of them with 360, then I hit them with a fresh 15, then I lightly went over the top of both with 3000, brand new. So let's see the differences. I'm gonna stay at the same place, let's see. I do think because this cover is a little bit stronger that this is gonna fly off a little bit more, but let's see. 14. Yeah, I think that cover is just extremely so much more stronger. Definitely has more teeth built in, just the ball itself. Of course, I do know that this ball, the Perfect Mindset, is overall bigger, but because the numbers were the same, I wanted to see how the cores and the core and cover combinations worked off each other. So since 14, since we pushed it a little too far with the 14, we're gonna move in 16, see if we can get the pocket. Keeping our feet around the same place, standing on about 20, 21, the big dot. Looking at 15. It's a little better. One of the main things I've seen throwing this ball so far, the cover, even with knocking the shine off, it's pretty clean. It doesn't have a problem clearing the front. It saves energy very well and doesn't sacrifice any motion on the back. that works out perfectly for me, especially with lately me changing my game. I'm a lot more forward, so it makes sure that I don't just flatten out. I love it. Do the same thing with the perfect mindset. 15, like I said. Come here. Yeah, evident enough. Y'all let me know what y'all see so far just with those couple shots. Which one's the bigger ball? And by bigger, I mean a little bit earlier, probably even more aggressive overall. Perfect mindset, no questions. All right, let's make a move. We're in the same track area right now at this house, so we're gonna take a jump, see if we can get a little bit more of a dramatic difference between the two. We're gonna jump to about 17, 18, get in some more oil. Let's see how the mantra handles it. Let's see how it comes off the back of the pattern. Let's see. So instead of me standing at 20, 21, I'm gonna move to about 25. We'll just take a little jump. 17, 17 and a half. Stay over there. Okay, this ball's good, not gonna lie. Like I said, I've thrown it 3 times now. I'm gonna throw it tonight for league as well. The ball has given me the same predictable shape every time I've thrown it. And for me, I can't ask for anything better. Okay, yeah. I think I was a smidge slow on that. They both kind of traveled the same motion. Definitely was a little slower off the back of the pattern. So I think instead of it bailing me out and going probably Brooklyn, that's why I went through the face. Let's throw this one more time. Let's see. Let's see if we can stay in the same place. Probably throw it a little bit smidge faster. Let's see if it'll hit the pocket instead. Let's see. Just because I'm curious. Oh, I pulled it. That was bad. That was bad. But at least now you know, if you are looking at a perfect mindset, you seen one, doesn't have a problem with oil. Even when you throw it bad, it bails you out. All right, let's get back to the mantra. We're at 17, 17 and a half. Let's just keep moving. Since it clearly checked up on us, we're gonna go to about 19, 20. We'll just, you know, keep on moving with the ball until it stops moving with us. We're gonna move to 23 with our feet. We're actually gonna look at 18 and a half, 19. Aye. That's pretty good. I actually thought I pushed it too far right. I thought it was gonna come in kind of slow, but the way this ball just holds on to energy and just off the back, it just keeps going. It's pretty good. For some, depending on how you drill it, like I said, I drilled mine 4.5. And ours is more on the oily side. Not today, so if your condition is more on the consistent side with the oil, you probably can get away with a 4.5 pin, 4 3/4 if you have a lot of hand, knock the shine off. If you're a little slower on speed, I think you'll like the surface out of box perfect. You can definitely see that it definitely has a clean cover on it because it's storing energy and getting down the lane with no problem. Let's try one more time and see if we can throw it without getting it all the way out to the gutter. It's a little better. Yeah, it's really good. I think out of this recent release of bowling balls, this is the ball that will help everybody score better. I know for some reason in the past, DV8 kind of gets overlooked amongst all the brands, but I think this one right here is what they've been waiting on. I think it's gonna prove its point. All right, perfect mindset. I think this ball is gonna look good from right here. I think it's gonna scream off the pattern. A little bit of a loft. Yeah, I don't know why I kind of lofted it, slowed me down. We're gonna run it back. And I think that's one of the biggest differences. I can't really afford to get slow with the perfect mindset. It's just so much of an aggressive cover that if I slow down, it's gonna see every part of the lane. Even though I do think that the ball doesn't burn up quick, it just sees every part of the lane so well. If I slow down, it's gonna abuse it. Let's try one more time. Still standing on 23, looking at 18 and a half. I pulled it again. We know one thing, the ball likes oil, because every time I pull it in the oil, it still reads off the end of the pattern and blows the rack up. If you feel like the mantra may not be enough for your home center, get your perfect mindset. All right, let's try one more time. We gotta throw this ball right. We gotta throw it good. Oh my Lord. I'm not gonna lie to you, I for sure thought that was the gray boards. Not gonna lie. You see it. Perfect mindset, baby. That just shows you right there how strong that ball is. I'm pretty sure if I throw the mantra to the gutter like that, it doesn't come back. Or at least comes back, leaves me a split or something. Let's see if we can send it out there again. I don't know if I can throw the ball that bad twice. I didn't throw it as bad, but it still got down and then it set up and still had enough energy to round off and jump. I love it. All right, so we're in the 10th frame of just going back and forth. I'm gonna finish the 10th frame out with this. I'm gonna just try to throw 3 good shots with this, and then after we're done, we're gonna throw a full game with the mantra, and then I'll give you my full disclosed opinion review when we're done with the full game. We gotta get this shot though, because we haven't thrown it good over here yet. That's a little better. Oh my God. That ball just doesn't quit, bro. This ball is so good. Oh my God. I don't know what else to say. Like, I honestly might start, I don't know, I probably can go perfect mindset and then drop to this. I know they're both hybrids, but because I have to deal with heavier oil in this house, I probably could start in the perfect mindset. And then when it starts to do a little bit too much or starts getting a little too early, go to the mantra, hop on the same line, and be good to go. So I may have found like the perfect hybrid grouping for me, you know what I mean? And I've always been a fan of hybrids because I think it gives you the best of both worlds. Some hybrids can be just as early and aggressive as solids, but still give you that extra length and it makes it not burn up. And then some can also give you enough back-end reaction as if a big pearl could, but still can give you more dependability and reliability that it won't just 60 feet. I think it's the best of both worlds, and this is one of those balls. And honestly, if I took the mantra down 2,000, maybe we'll do the same exact. We got a strike, so we move our feet even more. We're sitting around like 30 at this point, looking at 20 with this ball. It just sits up, bro. I gotta see if the mantra's gonna do that. I gotta see if the mantra's gonna set up in oil like that too. I was actually a little twirly at the bottom too, but I still was able to get out of it clean at the last second. It pushed. It wasn't as a sudden stand up and move, but it still had enough off the end of the pattern. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have to throw it at 2,000, see if there's a difference maybe. Now we're gonna get into a full game with the DV8 Mantra hybrid, their new release. I'm feeling kind of 250 plushes. Go back to where I think this ball's gonna look good. Around my normal 17, 18 look. I think this ball's gonna look great. Smooth as butter. What's the last DV8 ball y'all have owned? Did you like the Brutal? Did you like the original Collision? Do you have the new Wicked? Were you a fan of the Verges? Let me know. Did you have a Diva? Let me know down in the comments what your favorite DV8 ball is. Before this one, it was the Brutal Collision, but I don't know. I might be switching over to the Mantra. That's good. Come here. Oh, started to fall off a little bit. So, pretty sure that's the reason why it zipped off like that. Don't rush to the line. So I pulled it a little bit. Yeah. I rushed that swing. I was pulling down, trying to rush. Got a little twirly, came up off the side. Everything was bad. Make your 10 pins, kids. However you gotta make them. All right, so I feel like right now, I'm kind of thinking a little bit too much. So I'm gonna reset, take a deep breath. Probably gonna move like 2 boards to the left. Just relax. Come out of it clean, just let the ball do the work for itself. I have a tendency of sometimes just thinking too far ahead. Gotta slow myself down, focus back in, shot by shot, frame by frame. That's the result. See if we can repeat that again. Same thing, take our time, relax, trust in the ball. Oh, I pulled that one. Pulled it. I think the only reason I got bailed out was because I was a little bit more forward. So it helped it pick up in the oil a little bit better. But every ball that I've thrown bad with this, a little too far inside, and still exit the pattern well. So at least know the ball isn't just hydroplaning. It can handle a little bit of oil. So maybe that's because of the fresh cover before we started. I don't know, but that's a good sign. Let's try to make a good shot, not pull it, be balanced, not fall. That's a little better. A little better. I felt like it was better. Still kind of pulled it. Was a little lazy with my hand, but we got bailed out. Shout out to the mantra. If you have to be perfect every shot with a ball, not the right ball for you. You want a ball that when you pull it, y'all know my motto. When you pull it, it bails you out. When you leak it out, it bails you out. You always want the perfect bailout ball, and that's what I think this is, the perfect bailout ball. All right, let's make a decent shot, finally, please. It's getting kind of embarrassing. That's better. That's better. I was real handsy with that one. Real handsy, I got a lot of it. I almost paid for it, but I didn't. Perfect bailout ball. So because I saw that, even though I did get around it, I felt like it was a decent shot. I'm gonna move just a little bit up, give myself a little bit of extra help. Oh, that was bad. Just get up. Way too far right. Didn't really get out of it right. Just kind of was pushing too fast. That's why regrouping when you're on the approach helps. Sometimes you gotta settle yourself back in. Don't get too complacent, make decent shots. The way it looks, I think we can punch out for like 240 something. So, not 250 like I wanted, but that's all right. Yeah, that was bad. My timer was real late, real twirly. I just did everything bad enough to be good. Perfect bailout ball. I think I'm starting to get a little too far left. I think the transition to carry down is starting to happen, so I'm gonna move back like one, try to get a better hit. Too forward. I'm rushing. I'm telling you guys, pace is important. Don't rush your pace. Because I was rushing, that just cost me 20 pins. Last shot of the game. This is gonna be the best shot I've thrown all review. Best shot, DV8 Mantra, 228 in the review. Perfect bailout ball. Well, why do you not have one already? I don't have to see that. I don't have to see it. DV8 Mantra, hybrid cover stock, perfect bailout ball, sleeper ball of the year. DV8, y'all finally got y'all one. JustBowlTv, go get you a mantra.
Yeah.